Potter's Journal. What's going on in the studio today? It is daily, wrapping up February. I found these little vases from a local artist. I'd never done little vases before. So yesterday, I did some of these guys. I was so happy with them. I just have to clean off the bottom real quick with my thumb. And they were lifted off the wheel nicely, so there's nothing really to clean up. Decide if there's a front and a back, and put my stamp on there. Okay, they changed and evolved as we went. I did my swipes and slip work on them. A little bit of different form shape as we went, and even some of the incised lines. Okay, now that I feel good about that, and we got some mugs made, let's get some dirty work done. So, did you see my worst kiln opening ever? Now that we got some, something we feel good about, we will do some dirty work. I've got some kiln shelves that need this. A little scraper should always be next to the kiln to knock off little stuff like that. And sometimes just give them a rub over to make sure you get everything okay, clean off of there. See what else might come off easy. Yeah, always. Okay, often that's enough to do it. And then when you get something bigger, like a pot that really stuck on there, okay, some of that will come off with this too. All right. And I think you're always supposed to put some kind of glasses on. Oh, no wonder we don't. Look at those things. They're filthy. I do have, then you might move to larger chisels. I don't know, that looks like a pneumatic hammer I remember using on marble. But, I don't know how that's going to work. It'll only do so much. And one thing, you know, getting things stuck to the shelf could be an advantage at times. When I was in my last year of high school, the art teacher let me take home a wheel. So all summer, I made these little teeny pots. And my first year at university, I snuck them in. I put them on the shelf for things to be fired and glazed. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't ever seeing any of them. One day I went in and there was a note. Who is putting the low fire pots in our high fire reduction kiln and ruining all our shelves? Well, it turned out to be a huge success. It was graduate students who had the job of cleaning up and maintaining the studio. I got to know all the graduate students very fast, and I was set up at the grinder and the scrap bin and put to work. So it got me into the ceramic department really quickly and a reputation. And I think, though, the way I like to move up is a grinder. You might have one of those old-fashioned, like my grandfather did, a motor, and there it is there. That's how I remember doing them at school. But this is probably the quickest way to go. And this is just a run-through. We should all have some of these now. Check out Broken Arrow's channel. She actually made this and shows how to use it or how to make them on her channel. So we no longer have an excuse. We've all got maybe a half a dozen of them. And you know, that really does the job quite well. I'm not sure how far you're supposed to go. I believe the glaze will eat into the shelf, and you know, continue to deteriorate it, but that is all we are going to do. And this is a quick run through. You know, so a quick run through. So, let's see. Okay, just a quick run through. You are supposed to put the wash on apparently fairly thin, 3 even coats in alternate layers. I don't go anywhere near the edge, and I think when they say thin coats, and that's what I did on these when I did them, I don't remember, 3 years ago. They really mean 3 thin coats, because when I got another kiln, and this is, okay, the way they had done it, and it looked like thick coats, and it is chipping off of there. And I always worry about, you know, when you're loading a kiln, it dropping onto the lower shelf, and you can get just as much problems and damage that way. So since this worked for me for 3 years, until I had a firing go really bad, I am going to go with the way they say to do it, and think that, okay, everybody else was, okay, on that one that I purchased, pre-done, was doing it wrong. This is kiln wash. I don't know that it didn't say how to mix it on here. I think it might say in the catalog. You can also use just alumina hydrate with maybe, so I think you use just alumina hydrate, but you can add some KILN to it as well, so maybe 1/4. If you're doing salt kiln, you're probably watching the wrong channel right now, but that I think is just the the alumina hydrate sifted on with a sieve, you know, to very thickness, so that needs some. Also, if they're new shelves, I believe you're supposed to put them through 1 firing. And I would guess you're supposed to let this dry before you do the next layer. So we are going to maybe take this inside and finish this part of the project inside. I may do 1 run on the ski trails before we go here. If I haven't been putting too much of that into the videos, but if you really want to see me on the skis, I will put up a link to the end. Another channel, somebody good with a camera got me on a really nice day. You'll know it's me because I've got the blue plaid shirt and the Evo Rosignol skis. So check out that video. Okay, and see what I can really do. And you know, I still think I would like to make a pot today, or so I can say every day I've been at the wheel this week. I'm trying to do that, so I will show you tomorrow. Stop back tomorrow and see what else happened in the studio today.